Join me on this week's Xamarin Show where I have my good friend Gerald on showing us how to swipe away all of our worries with the SwipeView. So tune in. Welcome back, everyone, to the Xamarin Show. I'm your host, James Montemagno, and today, yet again, my best friend in the entire world, Gerald, all the way from the Netherlands, a country that I absolutely love, is with us back again. How's it going, buddy?
Good, good. Yeah, I actually, now that you're saying, you still have that cover image on Twitter with like the Dutch biking sign something, right?
That's very true. I remember the very first time I went to the Netherlands, I was in Amsterdam, and I was blown away by the amount of bicycles that were there. Since then, I've gone back to many cities throughout the Netherlands, and all of them absolutely delightful. Every single time I have a great time. People are great. The atmosphere is great. Good beverages as well. So really, really enjoy. I also love taking the train around. I love like good people, you know.
We have it all. We have it all. And whenever we can start traveling again, we'll be happy to have you.
I will absolutely come back. Well, we are still in work from home mode. I'm in some location and you're in some location as well.
This is just the team's background. I mean, I'm nowhere.
Nobody knows. I got my monkeys over here and my sloth. He's hanging out with us, which is doing well. And you have been in the community for a long time, now on the Xamarin.Forms team for almost a year. Yeah. And you've been working on some really cool stuff. What are you showing us today, Gerald?
Today, I am going to tell you all about SwipeView. So we're just going to swipe all the things. It's going to be amazing.
Get out of here.
Boom, boom. I mean, you probably know this from the most... Let's try that again. The most common example would probably be like in the list view, where the iOS list view, to be more specifically, where you have your cell and you can swipe it to the right, only the right. And you can have some context actions. And I think the only thing you can customize is destructive, which will make it red, yes or no. So, I mean, and you have all these other apps that can swipe left, right, up, down, diagonal. Okay, not diagonal, but you know. And you can have actions go off whenever you release the swipe and not just have that one little button. That's all things that you can do now with SwipeView as well.
Oh, very cool. So SwipeView, new control that will give you that that's sort of swipe stuff that we've all expected. You know, I do it in my Gmail. I do it in like the, Tweetbot used to do it back and forth. I mean, basically every app, you can just start swiping on stuff and I bet it'll do it. So we can do that now. We have that capability.
We have that all now in SwipeView. At the time of this recording, it is still under an experimental flag, so there might be some little changes or hiccups here and there, but I assure you it's already working pretty good and you can do some pretty awesome stuff with it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all the experimental flags because I will say that I've used all the things. Like I have a big list of all the experimental stuff and they're all working great for me. I just love that there's new controls that I can use even though they're not officially out. I don't have to wait, right? I don't have to go download certain bits. They're in the box so I can test them out today.
Exactly. Cool. So we're trying to make that as easy for you as possible. They're already there. You can just do one line of code and you can try it already. That will give us the ability to put it in your hands already, get feedback early on, and make it exactly how you want to use it.
Cool. Well, let's check it out. I'm ready to swipe away.
Yes.
Let's swipe to Visual Studio.
Yeah. So, like you are probably used to me by now, I'll start off with a little bit of the documentation page because that is just, they're so good, the docs pages. So I'll just start here. Like I said, under preview, big preview flag here. You just need this little line of code to enable it right now. And the API is pretty simple. So you can just attach a SwipeView to any other view. And you can then define left items, right items, top items, and bottom items. So all these directions is where you can swipe to and items can appear. So that is pretty cool already. And yeah, from there we have some events, so you can detect when the swipe is started, when it's changing, when it's ended, when a close is requested. Well, it's all here. Let's just jump to the demos and see what it's all about. That's much better.
Yeah, it's like, here's all the things. I love the documentation. Sometimes it's like, here's all of the things, right? So I love it though. But when you need to know, but I do like that it's pretty well defined. It's like, here are the left items, here are the right items. Like, that makes sense so far. I'm following along. That's what I'm saying.
Good. All right. So here I have this little sample app. If you've seen previous episodes, I am not the best designer, so you won't be stunned by how this looks, but it's functional. You'll learn how it works, and I'll leave it up to you to make it beautiful and stun me with your beautiful designs. So this app just has a couple of tabs. It's a tab page, and in all these pages, I will show you some different concepts. So let me just fire it up.
And my new favorite thing too is that for about 2 years, maybe a year, I didn't know that you could do the flags inside of your shared code. So I was literally updating them in 3 places every single time. But then I found out that you could just put it right there, and that makes way more sense.
You can do it here in the device. Just make sure that you do this call once and you provide a collection of flags and not duplicate this line, because then they will override each other.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that, and it's all good. So here, this is an actual list view. So we have collection view now, and you probably want to shift to collection view, but list view has been a big control for a long time. You probably have a lot of them in your code. So we want to support that as well. And this works perfectly with the list view. So you can get rid of all the context actions, and you can just put the swipe view in there, because here you go. You can just pull this all the way to the left, and it will automatically trigger. So I'm not clicking the delete button. I'm just letting go of this, and it will trigger. So that is one thing you can do. But now also I can swipe to the other side, and here we have another button, which doesn't make much sense because it says favorite with a calculator. But it gets the point across. And when I click that, you will get another action. So this is all in a list view, nothing fancy. All in XAML. I love my XAML. You can also do it in code, of course. But here you go. Here we have the data template. So that's what's applied to each item in our list view. And we just take this view cell, wrap everything in a swipe view. Here we do the rest of our layout. So this is the grid. This is our lorem ipsum label kind of things. And here we have the swipe view left items. So here's where the magic starts. And for the items, we have special swipe items. And there we can set, like, the mode is reveal. So it just reveals the item, this one. But you can also do execute. So that's the other thing that you saw. This one right here. That's if you swipe it all the way down, it will execute automatically. But you also have reveal, so you have some control over what's happening here. The default is reveal, like you probably would expect. And then we have, like, the swipe behavior on invoked. So that is whatever is happening when you actually click the thing in this case.
Very cool. I mean, so I want to get this straight. Like, you really didn't modify the actual, like, if you have a list view today, you really didn't modify the item template. What you did is you wrapped it in a swipe view, and then it gives you these new groupings, basically.
Exactly. So and that's true for, like, all the things you're going to see. You can just wrap everything basically in a swipe view. I'll have a spectacular demo on that later on, and you can just swipe all the things all the ways. That's cool. Basically what this is all about. And then you can set things like text. You can set things like icons. You can also use the icon fonts. So it's not just the images, but you can do all the things. The background color. That's something that you can set. I think that's something that people really wanted to customize as well. Like, how can I put different colors in my context actions? And we just had red and gray. You can do that all now. And we have support for commands, so you could use in your MVVM scenario. And we also have, like, the regular invoke events, so you can also use the events in your code behinds as well. I see I was making a little mistake here. So you can have swipe items. So that's a collection of things. So you can also, this is something you need to have in your root, because we need to have something where we can set, like, do you want to reveal this? And this is the swipe behavior on invoked. I thought this was the invoke method, but this is actually the behavior on whenever whenever you invoke the action, what do you want it to do? So in this case, it closes. So the cell will close back down. Let me see if I can get the simulator. So if I do this and I click it, it goes back. But I can also say, like, okay, I want it to remain open. And now, by the power of hard reload, So now when I click this, it will remain open. See? No problem.
Very cool.
So you can influence that behavior as well. So I think this is pretty flexible. Like I said, you probably want to move on to collection view right now. List view, thank you, you've done your job, but goodbye. We have collection view now, which is much better. It looks almost identical. The only thing I didn't put work in is the separator line, which is something that comes as default in the list view, but not in collection view. Of course, you can mimic that yourself, but I didn't put in the work to do that. But for the rest, it looks pretty identical, right? And the same is for like the swipe view. So here we go. I can swipe all the things again. The same thing. So yeah, at least visually, you can very easily replace all your list views with collection view and make it work and look exactly the same.
Beautiful, beautiful.
What more can you do? Well, glad you asked, James. Let's go to the programmatically tab right here. So the other thing you can do is like programmatically trigger like all these swipe actions. So I can swipe this open, and you can also see all the event information going off here. So you will get the direction, you will get the offset. So that all enables you to do all kinds of visual things with that as well. I think I've seen already some people who use this to make the thing that you swipe to the right here a little bit more transparent or not, depending on how far you swipe it to the right. Okay. But the other thing you can do is say now, okay, I want to close it programmatically, or I want to open it, or I want to close it, open it, or I want to close it myself. So you also have the ability to do that, to just maybe you have some kind of tutorial in your app and you want to let the users know, like, hey, there's contact actions here. All things that you can do out of the box.
And this thing, like, so you went from list view to collection view. And what's cool here that I want to point out, and this is not a list of data. Like you just applied the swipe view to like a box or a label or something like that. Is that what's happened here?
For this page, I'm using code. So like I said, you can use XAML code with everything. And here we have a swipe items. So that's our wrapper, swipe content. So that's where we put our grid. And here you can say like, hey, color gray. We put a label in that. So it's a label in a grid. We put that in a swipe view and boom, you can swipe it.
Very cool. Yeah. So that's really cool because then what you're saying is I can apply a swipe view to anything.
Yes. So that takes us to our next page. And we can here we go. This is the swipe view content. So this is basically like this whole thing. We can swipe this whole thing.
Whoa.
There we go. Up, not down, but here is something. You can click this, click all the things. So, you can basically create a whole page that you will swipe from left to right and do all the things. So yeah, everything that is, well, from the top of my head, everything that is a visual element, but everything that is something there in that spectrum, you can attach the swipe view to, and you can swipe it all the things. I think I've even seen like examples where besides attaching the swipe view to everything, you can also put everything in there. So I think you can also, like, besides like the actual icon here, you can also put like actual content in there. So in your swipe context action, so to speak, there can be an entry or there can be a button. You can create a whole different interface behind the swipe of your thing.
Yeah, and sort of like what you kind of see in the middle, right? In that purplish blue is it doesn't have to be an icon. Like that is actually a swipe item, right? Is that correct? Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Huh. So you can put anything in there. You're not limited really. There's like the default, but like you can go beyond that.
You can definitely go beyond it. Yeah, you can do a whole bunch of things. Just to close it off, to show you that it can actually look beautiful. Here's a little example of something that Javier, also on our team, best teammate ever, created.
I mean, you always have to give Javier some great credit because he also has a great GitHub, which we'll link to in the show notes, of beautiful Xamarin.Forms apps, all that stuff. So it's really cool. Oh, beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. So here we have all our Nintendo kind of characters. And this is, what is this? Let's scroll down here. Let's see. Data template, swipe view. Did he wrap this in a... In a collection view? Yeah, collection view. So here we
Mm-hmm.
go. Just a collection view with a number of fighters, nothing fancy. And yeah, he attached his swipe view to it. So you can see there's this man's hair is, yeah, even going off the cell right here. So boom, what's going on? It looks amazing. And you can also swipe it.
Very cool. Whoa. I love it. So
So
cool.
it's not just my lack of design skills. You can actually make it look beautiful as well. I mean, you can apply all the styling, all the things. So it's really cool.
If you can dream it, you can totally make it happen. Very cool. I love it. Wow. Swipe it all the way. Swipe it all the way. I have so many ideas. Every time I talk to you, Gerald, it's like, now I got to go do this. Now I got to do this. Now you're giving me more work to do. I love it, but it's all good.
Well, it's good that you don't have a full schedule already, right? So
That's right. That's right. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. That's right. Well, awesome, Joe. This has been amazing. I will put, of course, all the links to the documentation, to the show notes, in the show notes, the source code, Javier stuff, all the things just in general, and to the other recordings that you did with me, Gerald, as well. I appreciate it.
yeah, thank you.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe, ding the bell, do the things. You know where to get the Xamarin Show. Just get it everywhere. And thanks for watching.
Hey, James here. Just wanted to check in and thank you for watching this video. Now do all the things that you know you want to do, such as like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell. Become part of the notification squad. While you're here, check out all these awesome videos that I've already recorded. Click on that thing. Click it. Watch it. Do it.